Well, if you haven't started decorating for the holidays and think it's too late to start, David Yeomans, we're talking to you. Think again.
That's right, because joining us today is Gina Provopulos, owner of Red Ruby Holiday, and she's going to get our festivities looking their very merriest. Good morning.
Hi, how are you guys?
We are
having
great.
me.
This is fun.
Yeah, we're happy to have you because we're going to pick your little creative brain.
Wonderful.
Let's talk about putting together a holiday centerpiece.
Okay, well, a lot of people think that you have to go out and buy something professional or very expensive, and you can't actually do this at home, but that's not the case. It's actually very, very easy, and I'll show you. You just go to your local craft store, and this is called floral foam. You buy the wet floral foam, even though it's dry in the store, and you take it home and soak it, and then you would put it on either a little plate or a little liner like this.
Okay.
Wrap it with a piece of craft floral tape so that it stays secured.
Very easy.
And then just cut your clippings and have some fun.
Yeah,
so,
and so
done.
you've done
you
a
guys
little
ready to
greenery
try?
on each side, so you're giving us some length.
Yeah, I just gave you a little bit of start for a table centerpiece to kind of help you guide. If you'd like to start and do some green picks in the middle and then add your flowers, or just do whatever you'd like to do.
So you do greenery first.
I prefer to do greenery first,
All
just
green.
because it
Okay.
gives me a little bit of balance. I maybe put 2 up top just so that I have that divided, and then I just go fun with
So
the
here's
flowers.
the hard part. Like, this is all about having fun, but we don't have a finished product to kind of like look at. So you're really challenging us to be
Truly.
creative and okay with how much fun we have and
Girls,
what
you
we
got
create.
this.
She is going to bring
Okay.
us to the
Okay,
challenge.
okay.
And while we get started, Gina, why don't you tell us a little bit about hydrangeas and why they're a little bit finicky and how you can get around that.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Steph.
Using these hydrangeas can be a little
Equal
bit frustrating to some because they do, the name hydrangeas, they do have to stay hydrated. And so a tip would be when you go to your local flower market to do this, I would ask that they either give you a bucket to borrow with some water in it, or ask them to wrap it with a little bit of cellophane and some water that they have there. They're usually happy to do that. Also, here is a neat trick for hydrangeas. This is called alum. You've seen this on your spice
I have not
aisle.
seen that before, but
And
I
looks
was
like it
wondering
comes
what
from
that
the spice
was.
aisle.
It is used to preserve vegetables, and in such, it can also preserve the hydration in your hydrangeas. So if you're doing this on an arrangement where you want it to stay long term, longer than normal, I would just dip it right in there. There you go.
Cool.
And stick it right in, and that's a great little tip on
I
how
completely
to preserve.
missed that tip because I am so concentrated
You
on
got
that.
Check back in with Gina afterwards. But Gina, is kind of the idea that you go for the big flowers, the big guys first.
Absolutely.
And then you
Get
go
your
with
way.
the littler stuff.
And then you can decorate it with the little accessories and do a splash of color. If you want a little bling, you could use maybe some tinsel off of your tree and stick in there
that's
as well.
a cute idea. Oh,
You're
Steph.
doing great.
Okay, and Gina, while we've got you,
What about?
why don't you tell us a little bit about the decorating of the Hill Country Galleria? Because that was you.
Oh my goodness, it's been so much fun. And if you haven't been yet, guys, it's still open until December 24th. And you can go and see Santa and the wonderful village that we've created there.
And you've got that
It's a lot
pop-up
of fun.
shop that people can say hi to you at as well.
Absolutely. Red Ruby Holiday. We're located next door to Tony and Guy. And we are still just making the floral centerpiece.
I know, this is not okay. This is about the best I can do, Gina. What do you? This is a total showpiece here,
I'm
Steph.
so proud.
What do you think? I think we got to give this one to Steph.
I think I'm very impressed.
Mine's actually usable.
Nice job,
Stephanie's
girls.
Is
Also usable. I'm offended.
I got like floral that I'm like putting all over my face. This was amazing, Gina. Thank you. If you'd like to see more of what Gina has to offer, you can head over to the Hill Country Galleria and visit her store, Red Ruby Holiday. For more information, go to the website on your screen.